Hello, everyone. I'm Mark,
And I'm Rob.
and you're listening to Mark and Rob's Sports Showdown, one of the hottest and best sports talk shows on YouTube. And hey, we need more subscribers. So if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell at the same time so you get notified of our next videos. And we have a live show Eastern Time, 7 to 8 every Monday except major holidays. Rob and I will be there next Monday, hopefully. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Rob, I wish I could take credit for this, but I'm going to read the exact quote so I don't get it wrong.
Okay.
But someone said, "Time to give Coach Bluder a blank check." That was in a comment. I don't know if it was from one of our videos or someone else's. It was probably one of ours because we have the smartest listeners. And I can't tell you how much sense that makes.
Yes, I totally agree with this. Put it right out there. Like, here you go. What do you need? Here you go.
I'm so envious of the person that thought of that because it's such a great line. And really, Coach Bluder, I get it. She wants to be retired for this year, and she probably will stay retired for this year. But at the end of the year, after a year off, she does stuff with her kids and her husband and vacation and all that. She might be dying to coach again. She's only like 62 or 63 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody knows how to coach Caitlin Clark, I mean, who's the number one by a large margin? It's Lisa Bluder, who coached her to the T, and she knows just how to handle Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably sitting there watching it and shaking her head and going like, "What are they doing to my player? What are they doing to her?" And she's probably like you said, she's like, "Oh, I got to take care of this." I mean, there's no way. I mean, I can see her watching these games. Just like, what is she doing? Why is she? Oh, I can just see what she's saying while she's watching these games.
Someone made a really good comment, and I forget which video it was. They said, "I wonder what the conversations are between Caitlin Clark and her dad." And I responded, yes, in her conversations with her mom and Coach Bluder and her agent, probably her boyfriend too, but let's just stick with that. And they must be unbelievable because she must be so frustrated. And they all know that things could go better if her coach wasn't so incompetent. And I called her stupid the other day, but she's stupid too. But incompetent is probably a better word.
Yeah,
but
he's incompetent. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what word you use. She shouldn't be coaching Clark, and she shouldn't even be coaching the WNBA. High school basketball is about her level. Mm-hmm. And she makes $500,000 a year, I heard, which is a lot,
Like Mark, I guarantee you, being a coach, I remember most of my players, or even the parents, would say, "Well, can you talk to my son or talk to my daughter about this, about this?" They won't listen to me. So the first thing usually players do, they go to their coach and say, "Coach, maybe she might be with Clark doubting herself. Coach, what am I doing wrong? What should I be doing better? How can I?" The coach says this one thing, I'm not doing this. Yet you know me better. What can I do to help the situation? I know she's definitely talking to her.
Well, I'm sure she's talking to a lot of people because she'd be very frustrated. I'm sure she's talking
to in particular, definitely her old coach, definitely.
Right. So I'm sure they're close. So I'm sure she's spoken to Lisa Bluder. I know people do a lot of texting nowadays, but whatever. Texting, speaking to her, whatever, both. And I think that Lisa Bluder's probably, just telling her, keep doing what you're doing, which is taking the high road, which is why it's so impressive that she keeps taking the high road and all these things are being thrown at her. That's why, people criticize her, but I was like, seriously, you know what she's going through, and she's handling it so well. She's so mature. But Lisa Bluder would be a great coach. And even though she's never coached in WNBA, it's not that much different. People said, "Oh, that's college." It's not that much different. Yeah, it's a little bit more physical. You don't think Coach Bluder has been coaching for 40 years? I don't know how many years she's been coaching. I think since she was in her late 20s, she started coaching, but almost 40 years, I think. And she was Coach of the Year, by the way, in 2019 for the whole nation. And she's been nominated several other times. So she may not be as good as Gino or Dawn Staley, but she's up there. And I think that she could figure out how to make the adjustments based on the fact that it's more physical.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She definitely would be able to handle it. There's no doubt, Mark. She would be able to handle it. I don't think. I mean, could she do any worse than sides? I don't think so.
I'm not sure anybody can.
That look, Mark, you're so bad.
Rob, I want Rob to be the coach. Other people said they want you to be the coach. And I'm going
I
to be
would
the
love to
general
coach.
manager, and I'm going to make sure I do the right player acquisitions for you. So you have the
Yeah,
right people. You'll have some input on it, you know. And
of course I will. Yeah, but yeah, I would love. You kidding me? I would love to coach that team. Definitely. First thing would be they'd be doing push-ups because they wouldn't know how to spell defense. But
I know how to spell defense. WORK.
you,
I
you
wouldn't have
do,
to do the push-ups.
you do, but they don't. So they'll be doing push-ups.
And Rob, if you were the coach, the first thing you would do is get Clark to hesitate shooting. Right? That's the first thing you would do. Right?
Oh yeah,
You
because
make sure she make sure she would start doubting herself. Right? That's the first
well,
thing you do.
yeah,
Right?
of course, Mark, because she's just a rookie, Mark. She doesn't know anything about the WA. She's a rookie. This is pro basketball. She doesn't know
And
anything about that.
And Rob, the next thing you would do is every time you have a post-game press conference, you would put Clark down and throw her underneath the bus, correct?
Oh, I would go off on her. I would say, she's a sorry ham. Why can't she make those shots? Look at her turnovers. She's turned the ball over way too much. I can't believe this.
And then next thing you would do is you would freeze her out in the fourth quarter in every game after she leads the team for 3 quarters.
I would pull aside Mitchell and other players and say, look, don't pass her the ball. She thinks she's really cool. You guys just do your thing. I had you guys last year. You know, I trust you guys. I know you guys.
And then Rob, the next thing you would do is take all the credit in the press conferences too.
Especially if I won. Oh yeah. Especially if I won. It was my planning around doing the post move in the Boston. It was my planning. Clark, you know, I kind of told her that, and I told her to make that 3-pointer. You know, I told her to make that pass. So.
And you wouldn't care about winning. You would just care about getting credit, and you would just care about Clark and how you get credit, right? That would be your goal.
Who? Clark.
Clark.
Oh, Clark. Yeah. Oh,
she's the player they drafted that you didn't want, apparently.
Oh well, yeah. I just put her out there. She's getting all the publicity. You know, she's getting all the publicity. You know, Mark. So I think she should earn it. She should earn it. She shouldn't just get it right away. I've been coaching for a while. I know what I'm doing.
You do? This is your first head coaching. First head coaching.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing, Mark. I know what I'm doing.
All right. Well, it looks like Rob wouldn't be the right coach either. He's going to do the same thing.
No,
he's going to do the exact same thing that Coach Side said. All right, we're going to need a new coach. All right. You need D'Antoni out of retirement, and then get a defensive coach to help him out.
No, D'Antoni.
No, but a defensive coach too to get in there to get him to play defense.
Still wouldn't
matter.
Gun. No, that's okay. No, that's okay. Mark.
How about Pat Riley coming out of retirement?
I don't like him either.
He had the showtime with the Lakers.
I don't like him either.
You don't like Pat Riley, but they played defense, especially when he was with.
Well, that's the only reason why I like him, because he taught them defense. But I don't like him.
But he had showtime. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. I'm going with Coach Bluder because
I was just going to say I'm going with Bluder. Give it a check. Here you go. Whatever you want. Let's get this team
Bill
going.
Laimbeer, because he could be the enforcer too, and he's won a couple WNBA championships. But I hate Bill Laimbeer, so I don't know about that one. There were some other suggestions down below. Some people that knew anybody that could teach some defense and is not afraid to do the up-tempo game would be a great coach. And for some reason, Sides can't do either of those, and she's terrible at substitutions and deciding who the best players are, and too loyal to some of the people that came with her, and has a defensive player of the year 2 times in the conference, at least in college, and won't give her any playing time.
Mark,
at least to see if she can become a great player. Her name's
Celeste
Taylor.
She needs to move aside and let someone else in there.
Well, the great thing about making Rob the coach is he stresses defense, and Celeste Taylor would have been playing at least 10 minutes a game from game 1.
She definitely would have been in the game.
Yeah.
Definitely. She would be playing now.
And for now, maybe after 18 games, she would have proved herself. She's faster than Wallace, and maybe she would be showing that she could score a little, and she could be up-tempo because she could do that with Clark. And maybe she'd be a starter right now, and we'd have a whole different conversation because they have troubles. Even when Temmie comes back, if they play against a team with 3 guards and they're not like they're all like 6 foot, they're going to have trouble guarding them by starting the 5 best players. Well, I think the 5 best players are Smith, Temmie, and Boston, obviously, and Mitchell and Clark. But that would be a problem. They may have to have a guard that can play defense if they have to start 3 guards, and that would be Celeste Taylor. and then they could have Smith come off the bench.
But I think as a coach, Coach Bluder would definitely notice what to do, and she would, being that she was a defensive coach too, she would know to do something like that. You know, she wouldn't have to. We wouldn't have to talk to her on social media to say about this.
I have even a better idea. We hire Coach Bluder. I'm the GM, and I bring in Rob as one of the assistants to teach defense.
That'll work.
Let us know down below in the comments what you think of our ideas. I think it'll work. I don't think Bluder wants a coach this year, but maybe next year. We'll see what happens. If you got a suggestion for a coach, again, make it in the comments. And join our live show, and you can discuss it then. It's Eastern time, 7 to 8, except for major holidays. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And most importantly, subscribe and hit that notification bell when you do. And please, hey, if you like us, please share it with your family, friends, and even enemies. Yeah. And so we appreciate your support. So until next time.
Yep. Peace out.